everyone, welcome back to Hacky Lessons to analyse more cards from set 1 of the One Piece card game, and today we're going over more purple cards. Already so far I have done a video on the Smile Devil Fruit cards, and with the majority of the rest of the purple cards to talk about all being Animal Kingdom, with not much strictly needing to go together, giving you plenty of freedom for creativity in your deck building, I've decided in order to split it up into two videos of manageable length. In this video, I will be going over cards of the members of the Tobi Roppo, and in the next video, I'll cover the All-Stars as well as any leftover purple cards. First, a quick refresh on the leader card options. There's the starter deck Kaido that can -7 Don to trash the top life of your opponent. In the set, there is the purple-blue Kaido that ramps a Don when KOing a character card, and there's King, who gives all your opponent's characters -1,000 power if you have 10 Don. So I think that the King wouldn't like using as much of the -Don abilities, whereas the purple-blue Kaido doesn't mind. Some of the Tobi Roppo cards do -Don effects, so keep that in mind. Ulti costs 2 to play, but by paying 1 more Don on play, you get to ramp a Don. This card is good in any and all purple decks. The other ulti costs 4, and on play you can -1 Don in order to also play a page 1 with 4 cost or less. So that's 2 characters for the price of 1. Let's take a look at the page 1 options. There is the vanilla one from the starter deck, and then there is this one in the set that once per turn can -a Don in order to give it the ability to attack active mode characters. So this would be great in the multicolor Kaido. Sasuke has 2 cards. One of them is when attacking, Don times 1, trash a card in hand to ramp a Don. Whereas the other Sasuke, on play, minuses a Don to draw a card. So they're doing completely opposite things. But that's not to say there isn't a point in using both. You could thin the deck out and or get rid of cards that are dead in hand, like multiple copies of Onigashima. X-Drake has a vanilla as well as a card that costs 5 and on play minuses 1 Don to make your opponent trash a card from hand. Both Black Maria cards are blockers. The starter deck is a simple one that costs 2. Whereas the one from Romance Dawn costs 4 and on block can -a Don to get an extra 1,000 power. Who's Who, on play, -1 Don to KO a 3 cost or less, and this one can be played via trigger. And this Who's Who, Don times 1, if you have 8 or more Don, he gets an extra 1,000 power, making him a good choice if King is your leader card. For event cards featuring Tobi Roppo, there is Ultimata. I'm not sure if I like this one or not. It's a counter only giving 2,000 power for the cost of 1 Don and minusing 2, but it draws a card. Drawing a card is good, whereas I prefer character cards to use as 2k counters. Complicating it more, it's got a good trigger, getting you an extra Don inactive. This one could definitely be a case of, once I test it, maybe I'll realise it's actually great. So that's it for the Tobi Roppo cards. Check back soon for Kaido and the All-Stars, and of course, if you subscribe, you'll see when that's up, and you can also follow me on Twitter if you like, and that is at Hacky Lessons. I'll see you back here soon.